Yo, what's going on, you guys? This is Joey Central here. Welcome back to a new series of Rookie to Master. And my last one with Manon was a pretty good success. I'm pretty happy about the reception that my series has taken. And I feel like that might have something to do with the timing of when that series came out, as well as the costume fours. And I will admit, Manon had a pretty sick costume 4, but another character that has a pretty nice costume 4, and probably one of my favorites, is Chun-Li's. Unfortunately, the biggest problem is she is not easy to play. She's very difficult to play, very difficult to master, and a lot of people probably are turned off by that. They probably really love her swimsuit, they probably really love her outfit, but they probably didn't buy it just because she looks very intimidating to play. And every time you guys look at top Chun-Li players play her, they're doing all these crazy stance combos, these crazy mix-ups, these crazy corner carries, and it just looks very intimidating. And hopefully in this series, I'm gonna basically show her that you can basically get to master with her from rookie, not having to do these crazy combos that requires you to practically live in the lab. Now, I've played Chun-Li since I first started playing Street Fighter 6. She was my very first character that I got into the game with, very first character I hit master with. So I understand the pain and the struggles of playing this character. I've played her it took me about a year to hit master with her. Granted, I had a lot of roadblocks, and I was trying to do a lot of combos that a lot of top players are doing I have no business doing and learning. And so today, I'm going to show you guys how to get her to master without making the same mistakes that I've made myself. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so the very first thing we want to go over are her normals, kind of like in the last series. So first of all, this is her light punch. This is a very good button, and because it's got a lot of range, and it's also cancelable as well, so if somebody it's safe to DI and stuff like that. And you can also get light or medium legs if it connects, and it's probably one of the easier moves is you can hit confirm. So you got the standing light jab and the medium light jab. They're both 4-frame startups, so it's pretty much going to be your go-to move as a poke. Also has a standing light kick, which is a 5-frame startup, and it's pretty good because like light punch, it's also special cancelable. So you got that. Now a crouching light kick is not special cancelable, but it's 4 frames. It's a 4-frame startup, so you can use this as part of your as like your hit strings. It's got pretty good range, so you could probably do like crouching. You could probably do like crouching light punch, crouching light kick, standing light punch into like light legs or medium legs, which I'll go into in a moment. So pretty good button overall. Some other buttons she has that are pretty good is her standing medium punch. Doesn't have the best range in the world. As you can see, it's pretty short range. You have to like be right in their face to actually make use of this, but as you can see, it's +1 on block. So the downside though is it does push them away. So you're not really able to get like many lights in. Maybe like one more. Maybe like you sneak in a light jab, and that's basically it. And we'll talk about this a little bit further when we start talking about distancing and spacing. because it's important to kind of know like where you're spaced after you do your light hit strings, because it's very easy to whiff these attacks and then get whiff punished. And that's the downside I think this character has. Um, she also has a forward and back medium punch as well. Now this is probably her go-to poking tool. It's safe on block, and it's got very good range. You can also hold back on this as well, and then you can get like a fireball from it. And then finally, you have her crouching medium punch, which 6 frames. It's kind of good. It's safe on block, and it's got pretty good range as well. Not as much range as the forward or back medium punch, but it's kind of good. Like if you get like a if you do a medium punch, you can more than likely get a crouching medium punch, and unless they're mashing light punch afterwards, you could possibly catch them with this. So that has its use. You can also kind of use this to check drive rushes too, but generally speaking, I think this is a better attack for checking drive rushes. And then finally we got the medium kick. So this is a stand medium kick. You're not going to be using this button much in neutral. This is more of an anti-air button that she's got. Most characters have a down heavy punch as a anti-air normal, but this is Chun-Li's anti-air normal right here. It's pretty good. It's pretty fast. Not the best, but it's pretty good. Downside is it's a lot easier to do if you need the anti-air in a pinch and you're not expecting it. It doesn't work very well against dive kicks or anybody who can change their horizontal angle when they're jumping in. So you want to keep that in mind. But other than that, if Ryu right here, for an example, decides to try to jump in on me as I'm trying to get my offense going, I could just use medium kick and I can anti-air them like that. Other than that, it doesn't really have much of a purpose. You can get it's like -2 on block, so it's not unsafe to use, but it's just, and if you hit them, you can probably get like a light punch afterwards, but not a tool you're going to be using often in neutral. And then finally, you got crouching medium kick, 7 frame startup. It's pretty fast, but downside is it's a little bit stubby. It is cancelable, so if you connect, you can drive rush cancel. But it's pretty tough because again, it's 7 frame startup, and you only have 3 active frames with it. So you have to be really fast if you want to land this and then do anything. So that's the downside with it. But it is an option. And then we got standing heavy punch. It's had a lot of range, but it is very unsafe to use. I would avoid using this in lower ranks because players will spam DI and is non-DI cancelable. If somebody uses DI and you're doing this, you're kind of fucked. The good thing is though, it does a lot of damage to the to drive gauge. So if they're blocking, you could just keep spamming this move, and eventually the drive gauge will go down. There's also back heavy punch as well, which unlike the stand heavy punch, this is special cancelable, and it's got a lot more active frames. This is going to be your go-to button for meaties as well. but like standing medium punch, standing a back heavy punch is very short range. But it does pretty good damage to their drive gauge too. So if you're like in their face, you could do like you could do you could do this. So if you do like a drive rush, stand medium punch on block, you're like +5. So you could do something like this. If you notice here, most people are gonna think it's their turn, so they're gonna try to hit a button, which is where you can basically space trap them. So they'll hit a button, they'll whiff, and then you could do a forward medium punch, and you can get a whiff punish off of them for trying to mash. Um, so it's kind of important to kind of understand your spacing with this character because she is very neutral dependent. And then finally you got stand heavy kick. This is a pretty good button because it's 0, so you're not minus when you do this, and you do a good chunk to their drive gauge. It's not special cancelable, but you can go into a stance, and then you could kind of special cancel from there. So, but I'm not gonna go into stance right now. The stance is something that's kind of we'll work on later. So don't worry about that. For now, just know that stand heavy kick is not cancelable, and so like stand heavy punch, if they're spamming DI, you can get blown up from it. So try to avoid it if you can. It can be used as an anti-air tool, but it's very, very hard to do it. They basically have to like neutral jump. So like if you go for like a drive rush throw and they jump, you could possibly hit them with a heavy kick and anti-air them that way, and then you can like follow it up with a stance medium kick into like tencho kicks or something else insane. But I'm not gonna be doing that just because it's too complicated and you don't need to do it. The downside with this move is if they're crouching, you will whiff on them if they're crouching. So that's something else to keep in mind. So if they're crouching, this move will whiff. And my apologies for forgetting to mention this, but this is her overhead. So if they're crouching a lot, this is a pretty good move to use. The downside is has a very slow startup. And you can get blown up by a DI with this move as well, so gotta be careful when you use it. And then of course you got the sweep, which is -9, so you gotta be careful when you use this. Now the good thing about the sweep, if you space it right, is that it has really far pushback. So if they block it, then they go pretty far back. And it's only 9 frames, so unlike Manon, who had a 12 frame sweep, who had a 12 frame startup, you can actually punish somebody who actually sweeps at you. So if Ryu or Ken or whatever tried to sweep at me from this distance here, I will be able to punish them with my own sweep. It's not like Manon where she had a 12 frame startup. So those are pretty much her buttons. And again, we're not going to be doing any combos, at least when we get to gold. From rookie all the way to gold, we're just going to stick with pokes. That's it. We're not going to do any kind of combos whatsoever. We're just going to be doing pokes. And then that's it. I will show a couple of combos, but that's pretty much it. Alright, so basically, the very simple combo I'm going to show is this. If anytime you land your your light punches. Or you land your forward medium punch. Or if you land um, your standing medium punch, you stand any of these attacks that you land. So basically, any move that's not a heavy attack, and you notice they get hit by this. This is relatively easy to hit confirm. What you're going to do is you're going to do quarter circle forward, medium kick. This is your go-to. And as you can see, a +3. You can also do light kick as well. So anytime you get a hit on anyone with your lights or your mediums, you're just going to end it with a quarter circle forward medium kick. Now be careful, because if you don't hit confirm, you are -8 and you are very punishable. You're -8, so you can be punished pretty badly for this. Now there's also spinning bird kick, which is if you hold down and then up, you can do a spinning bird kick, but again, it's really good, but the problem with it is if they block it, you're very punishable. Like anybody, even a rookie, has enough time to punish you for doing that on blocks. So not a good move, not something I want to teach right now, and it's not something you will need to know at all. And then also finally her fireball. So if you hold back long enough and then you do a forward punch, you can do a Kikoken. This is her projectile. One way you can just walk back and then do it, but a better way to do it is to hold down back. This is what a lot of Guile players do, and they're always charging. That's why you always see them doing down back all the time. And then you can do forward punch. And now that she's got 3 different fireballs. She's got the light, travels the slowest. You got medium, which travels a little bit faster. And then you got the heavy. The heavy is really short range, as you can see, but it's the fastest. It travels the fastest. And then, of course, she's got her OD, which goes through other fireballs. So if you want to compete in the fireball war, she's got options. Alternatively, our main strategy here with Chun-Li is basically just hold back, light fireball, and walk forward. That's basically it. So this is her neutral, basically. That's how we're going to be getting in. You could also light fireball drive rush too. So basically, just do this. If they get hit by it, just do a forward medium punch, then lightning legs, and then you just poke them. If they're walking back, crouch medium kick, legs, and then before you know, you got them in the corner, and you can basically just. And then once you have them in the corner, what you want to do is you kind of want to stand back here. Now it makes no sense. Why would you work hard, put somebody in a corner, and then you stand back here instead of being in their face? The reason is because most players, when they're in a corner, they will do 2 things, especially in low ranks. They'll DI, or they're going to jump. If they try to jump, you'll be ready to anti-air them with stand medium kick. If they try to DI you, you DI them back. So basically, and a very simple combo we're going to do if they DI. It's going to be back heavy punch and a quarter circle forward heavy kick. As you can see, it does pretty good damage and it knocks them down. You could also do back heavy punch into Tensho kicks, but It could be a little tricky doing down down, especially after you do back heavy punch. So for now, I think it would be easier just to do quarter circle forward heavy kick after doing back heavy punch. So this is good, and that's gonna be your go-to combo if they DI you, or if they do an OD DP, or if they whiff a super, or they do an OD DP. But yeah, those are the only combos you really have to know with Chun-Li. You don't have, again, just until you get the gold, that's literally all you have to do. Alright, so first match. Again, we're just poking him with jabs, that's it. Oops. Alright, he's gonna slide at us. He's gonna slide at us. And there you go. Dalsum's kind of annoying to fight because you have to fight him very patiently. And okay, you know what I could be doing? And there you go. Just poke him down, basically. If this guy does not block, so it's actually very easy to do that. Okay. We're just gonna... I mean, all you have to do is just poke them down, that's it. Like, guys at this rank, they don't pay $60 to block. So... Okay. Throw him a little bit. Throw him again. And there you go, GG's. So when they're being defensive like that and they start blocking, that's when you just go for throws. You don't know what to expect. You just have to go by the players, basically. Okay, interesting. Okay. Interesting. Alright, now he's gonna go for anti-air, DIs. Get out of the corner, he's gonna go for throws, makes sense. Alright. Alright, so again, these guys just don't block. So you have to basically just block them while not taking blocks themselves. Not Alright, nice. Now, see, that's what happens when you don't hit confirm. Oh yeah, I forgot to implement this strategy I told you guys. Whoops, sorry, I did not mean to do that. Okay. Alright, so the level 2 came out by mistake. I was trying to do lightning kicks, and I accidentally did level 2 on by mistake. Alright, this is the same Dhalsim as before. Now remember how he fights. He does a lot of unsafe shit, so we just have to be careful. He likes to do the fireball slide. Okay. Okay, go for throws. Alright, so again, he likes to do this slide, so what do? We just, it's very punishable. Now if you space that properly, it's actually pretty safe. But nothing he's doing is being spaced properly. Okay, hit us with a level 1. Okay. Now we are going to have to, in this position, we are going to have to jump at him. And unfortunately we get hit by a fireball. Once we, oh, that sucks. Alright. And like I said, very basic combo we do. That's all we do. And there you go. Just poke them with jabs. That's all you gotta do. Get in distance, get in range, and poke them with jabs. Now, you want to be careful with jumping on Dhalsim, because he does that air fireball, which catches your... Alright. He catches your jump-ins with that fireball, he does. Okay, there we go. And that's it. Nothing fancy. Just from doing the bare minimum, we got the iron. Okay, next up we got Manon, which means we can expect some command throws. Okay. Oh no. I did not want to do that. Oh, nice. Alright, we almost lost that round because we're playing really sloppy. But long story short, this is Manon's kind of tough. I mean, even though I kind of should understand this matchup. Okay. And I think I'm gonna die here. Okay. Now, of course, when you're in the corner, you gotta be careful. Because now in his mind, he thinks that we could just... Alright, he's gonna DI now. Okay, never mind. Alright, we gotta be careful now. We know he likes to do sweep. Wait, there's two things he likes to do. Sweep. And then, of course... Okay, there we go. Alright, this is a lot cleaner. Okay. We've punished that. That's punishable. Okay. Throw him in the corner. That's punishable. He's gonna jump. That's unsafe, as we have found out in our last series. Alright, so generally speaking, you want to be careful when it comes to anti-airing with stand medium kick. Just because Cammy does have a dive kick, but I don't know if this Cammy will do that. But it looks... Okay. Alright, it's very unsafe. In the corner, so oh, okay, nice throwing. He's doing a lot of walking back now. Gonna probably round start spiral arrow. Yep. Okay. I need to react to these DIs, dude. Okay. Now when they're burned out, you could just do this. So if they're in burnout, Well, you could just do. You can actually use heavy legs to apply pressure, and you're actually +1. So it becomes safe only when they're in burnout. So now we're fighting a Ryu. Let's see what we got here. Okay. So I'm trying to like keep my eyes out on on these random DIs, because I could have done a better punish there. Okay. Okay. Got it. Not this time, buddy. Alright. Yeah. Alright. And there you go. Just simple stuff. Just be careful when you do lows, because what happens when you go for any kind of low attack against players like this who love the drive impact is it will blow you up. So even the crouch medium kick is not safe from drive impact. So just keep that in mind. If they start sweeping, they're probably gonna try to bait you out with the drive impact. So be careful when you try to whip punish that. So Aki's kind of a tricky matchup, generally speaking, but with a bronze, you don't know what you're gonna get. Okay. Put him in the corner. Okay. Alright, so this guy, so basically what makes this matchup a little difficult is she can basically just keep you at bay with the poison whip. Alright, now he's gonna start doing drive impact. So yeah, bronze. He's gonna jump. Alright, I don't know what his game plan is, and I don't think he knows what his game plan is. I did not mean to drive in and drive rush there. That was a mistake. It's gonna. It's gonna jump. Alright, so we're playing a little sloppy here, but we're very limited in terms of what we can do here. Now I could just jump over his attacks. Just got a very fast drive rush. I did not hit confirm. Now I'm not reacting to DIs. I'm not anti-airing. It's gonna jump. Oh. She did that attack. That's not safe. And there we go, just like that. We just have to learn how to whip punish better. That's it. Once we know how to do that, it's not that hard. A yellow bar Wi-Fi connection, so hopefully I don't regret that. Okay. Alright, so far so good. At least his connections are not lagging up a storm, which is what I'd expect from a yellow bar Wi-Fi. Alright, well, looks like not punishing his jump-ins. Okay, he's punishing our walkbacks a lot. Now he's walking back. He's gonna jump. Okay. Okay, well we need to anti-air a little bit better because he loves to jump. I'm just gonna go for throws now. There we go. Like I said, just sit over here, and it's gonna do two things. He's gonna jump, or he's gonna DI. Alright, there we go. So we lost that one round because we were trying to play footsies with him in the middle of the screen when we should be pushing him in the corner. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That's it. It looks like we're just mashing, but I promise you I'm not. So again, we're gonna make space by just doing this. There we go, look at that. There we go, anti-air. And then, of course, they might try to jump out of your fireball. If they try to jump out of your fireball, be prepared to anti-air, because a lot of people at this rank will try to jump over you. All right, so this is the new character, Sagat. I don't know what to expect at this rank. And I'm not gonna lie, this could actually be okay. I don't know what to expect from this guy. Alright. Nice. Baited that out. I should be punishing that. Okay. So, a lot of Sagats will try to, the first thing they'll do at the round start is do Tiger Knee round start, which can be plus. And he side switched. Ah, that's punishable. And the thing is with Sagat, he's very long and rangy, so you can kind of whiff punish him fairly easily. Alright, he's getting a little more erratic now. Okay, he's being a little erratic. I'm gonna do some jump-ins on him because why not? I don't know what happened there. I thought I threw him, but I guess not. There you go. That's all you gotta do. Supers not needed.
Chun-Li wins! Round one. Fight! Merry Christmas! Round two. Fight!
Lost your cool? 1, 2, 3.
Chun-Li wins!
Sorry.
Perfect KO!
I did it! Pocket! Gotcha! Thank you!
Christmas! Chun-Li wins! Round 2. Fight!
You need training.
Chun-Li wins! Round 1. Fight!
Right.
Round 2. Fight!
Not good enough. Now you understand.
Fight! Round! Fight! Chun-Li wins! Round 1. Fight! Final round. Fight! Yoga fire. Yoga fire. So, yoga. Yoga fire. This was preordained. Accepting. My journey. Yoga fire. Yoga fire. Chun-Li wins! Round one. Fight! Yoga fire! So! Go! Yoga fire! Yoga! Round two. Fight! Yoga fire! Yoga come! So!
Not good enough.
Hey! Yoga! Yoga! Ta! The power of yoga is pure. What? Chun-Li wins! Round one. Fight.